Hi everyone, I'm Caroline Hincher, the Education and Outreach Coordinator for the Guadalupe County Groundwater Conservation District. Today, we'll explore how much water traditional lawns and common plants require and why drought-resistant, water-wise plants are a better choice for conserving water and saving money. Let's start with water conservation. There are many ways to help conserve water, including rainwater harvesting, brush control, limiting domestic water use, controlling invasive plant species on your property, and xeriscape landscaping, which uses minimal water by incorporating drought-resistant plants, reducing lawn surface areas, and more. This map shows the different growing zones across Texas. Later, I'll introduce plants that thrive in central Texas, specifically zones 2 and 3, because Guadalupe County falls between zones 2 and 3. But before we look at better landscaping options, let's talk about what might be affecting your water bill. Common Texas grasses include bentgrass, a creeping grass often used on golf courses, centipede grass, sometimes called lazy man's grass. It requires little maintenance. Fine fescue grass, which is more suited to cooler climates but is still found in Texas, and St. Augustine grass, similar to centipede grass but with larger blades. Other popular Texas yard plants include daylilies, a common colorful garden favorite, irises, which bloom in the spring and add seasonal color, trumpet flower vines, which grow aggressively and can take over a garden, and elephant ear, a striking plant that requires a lot of water to thrive. Most of these plants are not drought resistant. They need a steady water supply, especially the grasses. In fact, much of the water people use is often wasted on lawns, especially if they aren't suited for heat or drought. The average lawn size in central Texas is about 8,000 square feet. To water 1 inch across this entire area, you need about 5,000 gallons of water per week. And that's just for the lawn, not including surrounding plants. This equates to roughly one 15-foot above-ground swimming pool per week. Lawns are costly, not just in money, but in time. If someone mows weekly with a push mower, they could be spending over 50 hours per year just on lawn maintenance. If it takes nearly 5,000 gallons per week to water a lawn, and every 1,000 gallons costs roughly $1.50, that means you're spending $7.50 per week just on your lawn. Over the course of the year, that adds up to nearly $400. There is a better way. Let's take a look at some xeric plants and Xeriscape landscaping that can help you save both money and time. I want you to look at these 4 pictures and think about what's missing from each yard. If you guessed a grass lawn, you'd be correct. I'm including these images to show that a yard can be beautiful and functional without a grass lawn. Now, let's talk about plants that thrive in central Texas. These plants do well in zones 2 and 3, but keep in mind, many are not equipped to handle the cold. Texas has had several cold spells in recent years, so if you have potted succulents or flowers, bring them inside when the temperatures drop. Here are some drought-tolerant grasses. Zoysia grass is not native to Texas, but thrives across the state. The grass has dense turf with great drought tolerance. Bermuda grass is also non-native, but is highly adaptable and drought-tolerant. Water both of these grasses deeply and infrequently. Keep them both in full sun. Some perennials that do well in our climate are Hinckley's columbine, which likes partial shade. Autumn sage does great in full sun, and the lantana is heat-resistant but prefers partial sun. Water these no more than 1 inch per week. More hardy perennials include the pavonia, which prefers sun, the mealy cup sage, which thrives in the sun but does best with partial afternoon shade, and the perennial verbena, which does best in full sun. Water these no more than 1 inch per week as well. Let's look at some beautiful, sturdy succulents. Keep young jade plants in partial sun, and mature ones can handle full sun. Water once every 3 weeks. Prickly pear cactus thrives in dry, hot conditions. Water very lightly every 2 to 3 weeks. The Christmas cactus works best in a pot for easy indoor transition if the weather gets cold. Water when the soil is very dry, about every 2 weeks. More drought-friendly succulents are the kiwi ionium, which is similar to the Christmas cactus. Water this one monthly. For the lady of the night cactus, avoid direct sunlight and water every 2 weeks in summer and monthly in winter. Blue chalk sticks love full heat and sun. Water lightly every 2 to 3 weeks. Ornamental grasses include muley grass, which works beautiful as a hedge. This needs full sun. Water it every 2 weeks in summer and monthly in winter. Let's look at some low-maintenance shrubbery. The dwarf palmetto, the Texas sage, and the agarita all thrive in full sun and can go 3 to 4 weeks without water. Here are some small, hardy trees for water conservation. The mountain laurel prefers shade. Water this one every 2 weeks. The cherry laurel thrives in partial shade. Water heavily every 3 weeks. And the Texas persimmon loves full sun. Water 1 inch every 2 weeks. More hardy trees include the desert willow, which loves full sun. Water deeply once per month. And the redbud. It also does well in full sun. Water this one 1 to 2 inches every 2 weeks. Making the switch to xeriscaping may seem like a big change, but even small steps can have a lasting impact. By choosing drought-friendly plants, you're not only conserving water, you're also saving money and time while creating a sustainable, low-maintenance landscape. Will you make a change to your yard? Thank you for your time.